Hello you guys, and welcome to today's video. I'm really excited to have you here today because this is a topic that I am extremely passionate about, and I've gotten really passionate about it over the past few years, and that is cultivating your capsule wardrobe. This is something that has helped me really elevate and refine my style, and I think that it is a really useful tool no matter what sort of style you have. So I'm gonna be sharing my 5 tips to cultivating your capsule wardrobe today, but I think, this is just a starter video. So I can make more videos down the line because there's honestly so much to talk about in regards to a capsule wardrobe. But this video will be a really, really good place to start. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into today's video. So before jumping into the 5 tips, I do want to talk about what a capsule wardrobe is. I know a lot of you may already know what a capsule wardrobe is, but in case anybody doesn't, I just want to kind of go over it, and this is also kind of my definition of it. So my definition of a capsule wardrobe is a collection of pieces that are the framework for your entire wardrobe. And in my opinion, your capsule wardrobe does not make up the entirety of your wardrobe, nor does it have to be set in stone. And what I mean by that is that there are always going to be trends that you want to participate in any given season. And also, if there are items in your capsule wardrobe that you once valued, but maybe later on down the road, it's maybe no longer your style, or maybe it's an item that you want to upgrade to a more elevated version of that item. Don't think that just because you've placed items within your capsule wardrobe that it's completely set like that forever. But with that being said, the goal of a capsule wardrobe really is to collect those timeless pieces that you'll want to keep for years and years to come, and if not a lifetime. And I will mention that a capsule wardrobe can look however you want it to look. It does not have to look exactly like mine. Even if we share similar styles, your capsule wardrobe is likely going to differ from mine in some ways, just because we're different people and we value different things. So while I'll be giving tips on how to cultivate a capsule wardrobe and discussing how I built mine, use your agency to tailor your wardrobe to how you like to present yourself. So my very first tip to beginning your capsule wardrobe, and the place that I would start, is to choose your color palette. I choose and suggest to go for a generally neutral palette, making up probably 80 to 90% of your capsule wardrobe. And for me, that looks like a lot of black, white, tans, grays, blues, not any like vibrant bright blues, but those neutrally blues. And that gives me a really good base to create lots of different outfits. And as you can see by my top, I do incorporate color into my capsule wardrobe as well. It just doesn't make up the majority of it, more of that 10 to 20% range. Because when you have mostly neutrals, it's a lot easier to mix those colors with, whereas if you have mostly colors, it can be a lot harder to mix and match. And in line with colors, I also keep patterns to a minimum, and for me, I like to keep those patterns a little bit more classic. So polka dots and stripes and animal print I find to be a pretty classic pattern, no matter what the animal print really is, as long as it's those neutral tones. But having that 80 to 90% of your capsule wardrobe be neutral, it's a lot easier to style with those less neutral pieces and pattern pieces. So when incorporating the colorful pieces into your capsule wardrobe, make sure that they're colors that really complement you, complement your skin tone, bring out color in your face, complement your eyes, because these are pieces that you're going to want to keep for the long haul, so you want to make sure that they look good on you when you invest in them. For me, that looks like wearing colors like red, especially this vibrant red. I think this is really good on my skin tone, and a lot of skin tones actually. I think red is kind of that universal color that looks great on everybody. I also really like butter yellow, as I mentioned in my last fashion video, and I really like greens. Greens are a really good color for me. I have green eyes, and they're just nice on my skin tone. So those are the colors that I'm typically really drawn to when I incorporate color into my capsule wardrobe. So that might look similar for you, or it might look different. I know I have some friends who pink looks amazing on them, or like a royal blue looks amazing on them. And I would suggest that they go down that route more so than my butter yellow and green route. But I do think that red is one of those colors that looks really, really good on everybody. So I've yet to see somebody where red does not look good. At least some form of red. By the way, sorry if the lighting's getting weird. There's some clouds that have appeared outside. It's also getting later in the day, so We might be having some interesting lighting, but just ignore it, okay? Just bear with me. So tip number 2, once you've decided on your color palette and you're ready to actually begin cultivating those pieces, is to begin with the basics. The basics make up the majority of a capsule wardrobe. Once you begin to collect some of those basic items, you'll start to notice a significant difference in how you're able to style outfits. And so many great online stores actually will even have basics sections because they are such an important part of your style. I cannot stress enough the importance of having your basic tank tops, tees, pants, shorts, etc. And my very favorite basic of a capsule wardrobe, and that is a button-up. So I love button-ups so much because of their versatility. They are one of the most versatile pieces I own, and they are the majority of my wardrobe. I think I've owned more button-ups than anything else in my wardrobe. And that's because they're great for going out, going to the office, dressing them up, dressing them down, wearing them as essentially an accessory of your outfit or as the focal point of your outfit. And they're extremely good for layering. And button-ups can even include, you know, like sweaters that button up. Anything that kind of buttons, I think, is a really good asset in a capsule wardrobe. So I mean, that includes vests, sweaters, collared button-ups, etc. So with these basic pieces, I would suggest starting with your neutral color palette and focusing on getting items in that color palette, that neutral part of the color palette first, and then incorporating colors over time and maybe getting 2 of each piece to start. So maybe like 2 basic tees of 2 different colors and 2 button-ups of 2 different colors and 2 basic colored pants, you know, things like that. So it's not going to be an overwhelming amount of things to buy at first. Eventually just go from there. You can start out slow in a capsule wardrobe. You don't have to get everything at once. That's why we're talking about cultivating it, right? We cultivate it over time. It's not going to be an overnight thing, and it shouldn't be an overnight thing. So once you start doing this, you begin to collect those items that, you know, like the basics in 2 different colors each. Your entire wardrobe can change instantly. It's amazing. And having a capsule wardrobe really allows creativity to flourish. I noticed my style and my creativity in my style has gotten so much better since starting to build my capsule wardrobe. So but yeah, so start with those pieces, and then once you start with those pieces and you start to put together outfits with those pieces as the framework, then you'll notice what pieces you're lacking and you can build those up over time. It has gotten really dark outside. I think we might be getting a monsoon. So moving into tip number 3, that is to accessorize wisely. Accessories make your outfit complete, and they can make or break an outfit. And they can also add a lot of style to an outfit. So while I would stick to your neutral color palette for a lot of your accessories, this can definitely be a place where you incorporate a lot more color. So for example, I have this newer addition to my capsule wardrobe. This is a bag from Teddy Blake. The Teddy Blake is a great brand. They are a luxury brand, but at affordable luxury pricing. So you're not spending thousands of dollars on a bag. This is a lot more accessible luxury. And even though it's accessible luxury, they are made in Italy with real Italian leather. So you know they're going to hold up, which is amazing because bags are something that I think that you can really keep for a lifetime. And this is something that I will definitely be keeping for a lifetime. I think accessories are one of the best ways to incorporate color into your capsule wardrobe, because having a, like I said, for me, an 80 to 90% neutral wardrobe, colorful accessories that you can pair with those neutral outfits can really spice them up and add some of your personality into the wardrobe. So even though I love my neutral accessories and I love my neutral outfits and everything, when I'm feeling like I want to spice them up a little bit, a red bag like this is amazing. So like I mentioned, I would check out Teddy Blake. They have tons of styles of bags in lots of different colors. I even saw like sage green and baby pink on there, which I thought were really cute. They of course have all of those neutral colors as well, and just really classic styles. So I'm really excited to introduce her into my wardrobe. I kind of want to name her. What should we name her? Something spicy. And when getting those colorful accessories, I would recommend getting them in a For example, if it's a bag, a size bag and a style of bag that you would want to wear with lots of different outfits, whether that be a casual outfit or a night out outfit or anything in between. That way you're going to get the most use out of those colorful pieces. And I did want to mention 2 other bags that are part of my capsule wardrobe ride or die. So you probably noticed that I was using this bag a lot in the clips that I was inserting of different outfits. This is again one of my go-to bags, and she's gonna stay with me for the long haul. I think this is such great quality. She's really held up, and no matter how much abuse I've put her through. So this is another great bag that I use literally all the time. And I've talked about this little guy before. I don't know why I call some of them girls and some of them boys. Anyway, but this is another little guy that I've mentioned before, and this is my little Prada bag. It's held up really well, and I've had this for many years now, and it is still a go-to item for me. And if you've noticed, I have different colors in different shapes and sizes. So having that variation of bags in like different, you know, obviously sizes and shapes and colors, it really allows you to mix and match the best. Guys, it has gotten so dark outside. I'm sorry. But anyway, so of course, accessories doesn't just include bags, it includes like belts and shoes and different things like that. And obviously jewelry I would also keep generally classic. But when it comes to shoes and belts and everything that is like and kind of more of an article of clothing, I would stick to the general rules and the general color palette and make sure that all of these items are items that you can pair with so many different outfits, because obviously you're not going to have as many accessories as you have articles of clothing, or at least you probably won't, question mark. I don't. So I definitely have more articles of clothing than articles of accessories. So chugging along, even with the storm clouds, tip number 4 is going to be investing in quality. As mentioned, we want to be wearing these items for years. So cultivating a capsule wardrobe is really an investment. So basically you want to be choosing pieces that you know are going to hold up. So this doesn't always include spending more money per item, but oftentimes when you are looking at those higher quality pieces, they do come at the higher price points. So many items in my capsule wardrobe I know that I want to be keeping for at least 10 years, if not longer. So that's why quality is really important, because they need to be able to last me at least a decade. Let's say it's a button up, that's $100. Okay, sounds like, okay, that's a pricey button up, but in reality, when it lasts me 10 years because of the quality of it, that's really not that much money over 10 years versus if I bought something cheaper, but had to maybe keep replacing it every year because it gets really worn down very quickly, or a lot of pieces. I've had so many pieces and I wasted so much money by buying the cheap item that you put it in the wash one time and you wash it the way that it says it's supposed to be washed, and immediately when it comes out of there, the quality of it is completely destroyed. It's shrunk, it becomes crepey. I wasted so much money in the past doing that, and ever since I've really started focusing on quality, I notice I'm spending far less money overall. It's actually wild. So a couple of different tips that I like to give within this tip is the 30 wears rule. So for me, I like to say, will I wear this item 30 times, number 1? That's like wearing an item the amount of days that are in a month, and that's over the course of obviously years. But it's like, if I don't want to wear the item 30 times, is it worth buying? Maybe not. And also, is it going to last me at least 30 wears? So will I be able to wear this, clean this, and use it 30 times? If not, then I know that this might not be a piece that is worth purchasing. Like I said, not every item that I buy is going to be a part of my capsule wardrobe, but when we're talking about capsule wardrobe, we're talking about longevity, and it's so important to be able to be honest with yourself and be like, okay, realistically, how many times am I going to wear this? So another tip, if the 30 wears rule doesn't work for you, is the $5 rule, or you could do the $2 rule, or the $1 rule, or the $10 rule, whichever price point aligns with you and what you feel is best for how you spend your money. I like to say like $5. So for the price of this item that I'm thinking about bringing into my capsule wardrobe, the amount of times I wear it should equal no more than $5 per wear. So if something is $100, I should be wearing it no fewer than 20 times to equal $5 per wear. So these are tips that can really help you save money over time when you are investing in quality. And that's also why with accessories like bags and things, I wanna make sure that I'm going to be wearing them for years and years and years to come with so many different outfits, because accessories, especially bags, tend to be at a bit of a higher price point, especially when you invest in quality. So I wanna be making sure that if I'm spending that kind of money on a bag, that I'm going to be wearing it for the long haul, so much so that it equals only $5 per wear. So my fifth and final tip is one where we're going to kind of be playing the long game, and this is with the hanger hack. This hack is going to help you over the course of a longer period of time decide what items in your wardrobe are actually a part of your capsule wardrobe and what items it might be time to donate or sell. So what you're going to do for this hack is to take your entire closet and take your hangers and hang all of them backwards. And then you give yourself a time frame. I would say most people probably do a year so that we have each season in that time frame. Some people do 6 months, but I would say no longer than a year you should be doing this, otherwise it's just getting silly. But hang every article of clothing with the hanger backwards, and every time you use that piece of clothing and you hang it back up, you hang the hanger the correct way. And then at the end of your time frame, whether that's 6 months, 8 months, a year, whatever it may be, you look at all the hangers that are still backwards and you decide maybe it's time to donate these or sell these, because clearly I'm not wearing them. This is a really good way to see what you're actually wearing and what can actually be considered a part of your capsule wardrobe, those items that you're actually reaching for at least once, right? Once in a given time frame, 6 months or a year. And the items that you're not reaching for literally ever, they may just be taking up space in your closet, kind of confusing your sense of style. And make sure the items that you're replacing the old items with are now items that you are actually going to wear. You don't want to be doing this hanger trick again and realizing that once again you're not using 75% of your wardrobe. You want to be using, the majority of your wardrobe. And doing this hanger hack will also give you a good sense of your personal style. So like I said, we're playing the long game on this one, but at the end of the time frame that you've given yourself, you'll be able to see what your sense of style really is, and then you can incorporate more pieces that are similar to those pieces that you have worn during that time. So anyway, those are my 5 tips to cultivating your capsule wardrobe. Like I said, I could make more videos revolving around this and talk about a lot of other aspects of them, put together a lot more outfits as examples for you guys. I could talk for days and days and days about this, but I could just talk for days and days and days about pretty much anything. Big chatterbox. Anyway, but if you enjoyed this video and you found it helpful at all, please let me know in the comments. Please like and subscribe for more videos. I have a lot more fun videos coming. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I really appreciate any support that you guys have given me. So until the next one, you can find me on Instagram, TikTok, Pinterest, shop my LTK, all the good things. But anyway, I love you guys so much, and oh my God, I don't know if you just saw that flash of lightning. Oh my God. Okay, I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.